and we are the lead coordinator in this BEESE Erasmus Plus project. I think it's a very important idea that actually grew out from a cooperation inside the global pro bono network. This network exists in 50 plus countries all over the world, and in Europe there is a particularly strong cooperation of different intermediaries that are actually between the NGOs and the company employees that are offering their skills to develop these NGO projects. And we discussed on different meetings different subjects, and very early this idea came that these programs should start at universities as well, because there are a lot of students that are interested to be active in real life projects. There's a very clear need from the NGO sector to grow and to develop projects through the skills of the students. And as well, there's a third player, the companies. They could provide their people to mentor this process, to make sure that the quality of these pro bono projects are very high, and that NGOs are actually getting really valuable, tangible support. So it's not just a practice, it's not just an exercise. And of course, in the middle of this whole thing, there are the pro bono intermediaries that make this process happen and have an eye on the success. So we are in the beginning of this whole 3 years project, and we are putting the elements together. There are a lot of discussions and thinking, because we are actually going in a way where not so many others were going before us. So this is not something that is, very clear and have been developed by many other players. We actually have to think about the methodologies on the different templates and the forms, and what works best for students, what is ideal for universities, what is acceptable from the company's side. And of course, it's nice to be here in Porto and to see what are the experiences that this university has so far in terms of volunteering engagement of students, and partly as well with pro bono projects, where students actually gave their skills, not only their passions and time and energy, to grow a community project or an NGO project. And it's very nice to see the evidences and the experiences that this university have here already.
We are an NGO that helps volunteers to connect with causes that need their help. This whole meeting is an awesome opportunity for us to sort of boost the volunteering culture amongst young people and in different universities in Bulgaria. And we already have a whole bunch of ideas on how to implement and sort of make that happen right away.
We are working in Paris and all over France, and our job is to connect non-profit organizations, associations with volunteers to do some pro bono projects. So we are working with universities because we like to engage also students to be involved in pro bono projects. And my presentation this morning was really about the different phases of a pro bono mission, and how you select the non-profit beneficiary, how you mobilize your volunteers, recruit volunteers, and how you facilitate the mission and evaluate the mission at the end of the project.
Today was presented the overview of the second pilot intellectual output of the project, which is the pilot of 3 different pro bono programs for students at universities. And it was very important to discuss this because the works of the intellectual output started in March, and it will last 1.5 years. So coming here to Porto was crucial for the project because it has allowed us to gather all the ideas, to create a common methodology, and to discuss and to exchange the different ideas that we had per country. So it was really important for us. We actually invited the University of Porto to join the consortium, the European consortiums, because we knew that they have a well-known volunteering program, and they are actually in charge of coordinating the pilots of each of the project in the overall of the project. The University of Porto really adds something to a huge value for the project because of the well-known and all the experience in volunteering work for students.